Hi, this is Mike Rosenboom with the DeSelms team, and I want to give you a couple of negotiation tips if you're out there looking for a home that you want to get a good deal on, and you also want to make sure that you get the deal. What I always talk to my clients about is, first of all, negotiating from a position of truth. Oftentimes we want to treat or are tempted to treat the negotiation strategy like we're at a yard sale. We walk up and they're asking $150 for it, and so we say, hey, I'll give you $50 for that. They say, well, I need $135. And so you say, I'll give you $100 then. You just came up $50 that quickly, and you lost all credibility. Now the seller's just sitting there thinking, well, how much more is this guy willing to pay? Works fine at yard sales, not so much when you're wanting to purchase a home. Here's what you need to do. We need to sit down and figure out what that home is actually worth, and we will. We're going to look at homes that have sold within the last few months and compare it to that home. So number one, we know what that home is worth, and then number two, what is that home worth to you? What are you willing to pay? And then you go to the seller with that number, and it looks more like this. So if you really know you want to pay $95 for that trinket at that yard sale, then offer them $90, and then just pretty much stick to your guns and hold. It allows you to negotiate from a position of truth, and you're not just all of a sudden coming up and going back and forth for a long time, which can be risky in a negotiation on a home. Number two, you want to give an argument that the seller can't object to. Another temptation in putting in offers on homes is they want to lowball, and then they want to give all the reasons why they're lowballing. Well, that only does two things. Number one, it offends the seller. And number two, it just makes the negotiation a lot longer. That's risky because it gives time for another buyer to bring in an offer, and then you really lose out. Now you're having to battle another buyer for that property. Seller's losing all flexibility. So you don't want to come in with all of those things why you feel like that home should only be, $200,000 when they're asking $250, because then they're going to come up with all the reasons that they can object to that. They can give you objections. But if you are negotiating from a position of truth and you go up to the seller with something more like this, you know what, we love your home. It's listed for $250. We've looked at all the comparables. We've looked at a lot of other homes, and we really love this home, and we want it. We think it's right, but we're only willing to pay $235,000. That's what we feel is fair, and we want to make this as quick and as easy as possible. The seller really doesn't have much they can object to. They can say, well, you know what, we really want $250. And then when you come back and you say, well, no, $235, maybe we'll come up $237 just to try to get this deal done. See, now they know that you're serious. They know that that's really where you want to be. You've been truthful all the way through the process. It keeps it shorter, it keeps it simpler, and it allows the seller to stay on your side. Now, I'll tell you, I use these negotiation strategies every day, and if you will negotiate from truth and you will just give arguments that they can't object to, and you keep it simple and clean, you're going to have a much better opportunity to get a good deal and to get that deal on the home. So this is Mike Rosenboom signing off, and as a matter of fact, I've got to go start working on a few negotiations. You have a great day.